Well, the thing I probably blame the most for the age of fear that we live in right now is the media. Because they seem to be the ones that feed on fear the most. I think it probably sells more newspapers than anything else. It makes you watch more shows. And there's a lot of really biased commentary on everything that happens. I think we've lived in an age, if we live in an age right now, we've never been confronted more by the fact that governments and media are lying to us. Ever. There was no time ever that we've been more aware of this, and it still seems to change nothing. We still seem to keep going with our lives. A couple of years ago, during Barack Obama's reign as president, we had a guy called Edward Snowden who basically exposed America's surveillance tactics to the entire world. Basically, America's listening to all your emails, to all your phone calls, checking all the things that you do. And the reaction of the world was really surprising in the fact that if you know that in the 1960s, when Watergate happened, that kind of caused the fall of a president, that the fact that he was getting information about the election of his opponent, and then two, Woodward and Bernstein, two journalists, brought that to light, and that almost triggered a revolution. While nowadays we heard something that was infinitely more worse, it takes away more privacy than George Orwell could ever have imagined in 1984, his novel. I think it's unbelievable that the way we reacted to it was to kind of go, well, I don't have anything to hide, so I'll just scroll on and look at a nice little film of a cat playing a piano, which is amazing that we feel like it's so normal that everything we do is being watched by everybody else. And I think George Orwell couldn't even have imagined when he talked about Big Brother, that the worst thing about that it wouldn't be a totalitarian system that's watching us through cameras, but it would be us ourselves that do it to ourselves through our cell phones, through recording everything, through looking through that thing all the time and not seeing things with your own eyes anymore. Which is what basically the song God in the Machine is all about. Where you kind of notice, especially when you're in a band and you're on stage, you kind of notice that everybody watches you through this small screen, that they don't experience a moment anymore, which is something that I always felt very strongly about, that your memories are a lot more than just the things you see, it's what you feel at the time. And I really loved a sentence out of a movie called Lost Highway by David Lynch, where the lead character in the movie says, I don't like videotape because I like to remember things in my own way, not necessarily the way they happened. And that's the basic thing about it, is don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. A lot of things that you kind of feel and experience for yourself, you can't replace that with badly shot images with horrible sound quality through a phone. And that's one of the things, we carry a phone in our pocket that is more powerful than the computer that put the first people on the moon, and we use it to send a thumbs up or to tell people we don't like something. And I think as a human race, again, we need to evolve to something more than this, and we need to stop believing disinformation and start thinking for ourselves.